Hello everybody, welcome back to Celiac Train. So today we're going to kick off a new series of videos I'm doing about things that I've done to recover from autoimmune condition like celiac disease, Lyme disease, and alpha-gal. And number one on that list is going to be salt float. And this is kind of a sensory deprivation thing, but I primarily do it for the benefits of magnesium and the anxiety relief that it brings. And what you're going to learn today is one, what is a salt float? What exactly does that mean, right? Two, some things that you can do while you're going there, just some tips that I would advise, while you're there or before you go, like what to bring, stuff to avoid, all that good stuff. And then also, I'm going to talk about just some benefits that I see from it. And I really appreciate if you guys hit that subscribe button. It really helps me get the word out there about things like celiac disease, Lyme disease, and alpha-gal, and spreading its awareness. And that's really important to me because I know how much it's impacted my life. And that's why I'm making these videos, just to share with y'all. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's topic. All right, so number one, what is a salt float, right? So a salt float is, I've had no idea what this was before I went, but basically it's a tub filled with 1,000 pounds of salt and about 180 gallons of water, give or take a few. And after every use, the water is cleaned and then put back into the tub. And these tubs are, they honestly look like alien spacecraft or, some kind of futuristic type space shuttle, type thing, or capsule, or whatever you want to call it. And honestly, the first time I saw one, my mind jumped to like sci-fi movies. But anyways, I'll include the pictures so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about if you've never seen one before. But anyways, the top of it kind of lifts up, and you get in there and you can have music playing. You can turn the lights on and off. You can have cool accent lighting on most of these, at least the ones that I've been to. And so basically you get in there and you just chill. And that's why they call them sensory deprivation tanks. It's just kind of to get away from everything, right? If they were like EMF blocking too, that'd be awesome. I'm not quite sure if they are or not, and most of the ones that I've seen are included in like kind of a spa type setting. So there would be, places for massages, maybe like, pedicure and manicure and stuff like that. I think there might be just some standalone, like that is the only thing they do, is just salt floats. I haven't been to one, but I imagine they're probably out there. So now that you know what it is, what are some things that you can do to, make your experience better, or, just basically to give you the best experience possible? One, obviously make sure you shower before you go, make sure you're clean before you get in it, just like you do in a pool. And I've seen this recommended on a lot of the websites for the salt floats is, not to eat, probably not to eat anything about an hour or so beforehand, especially no large meals. Also, no drinking like caffeine or anything like that, several hours beforehand, just because, sometimes people have an issue with the sensory deprivation part of it, so it can be a little bit odd, especially if you have a problem like, being in small spaces. And usually as you walk in, there will be like a shower in there. So you can wear a bathing suit if you would like to. Shower off beforehand, get in. I always make sure that I have a towel handy. They have towels included at the spas usually, just to wipe off if you get anything on your face, because you don't want this stuff getting in your eyes. So one, making sure that you have a towel handy. Two, they usually provide like earplugs or some kind of ear plug device, so make sure you put those in, because you don't want the salt water getting in your ear, because you'll have a bunch of white crusty stuff in there and it just would not be very comfortable. Also, if you have any like cuts or abrasions or any kind of open skin, like that's been rubbed raw or anything like that, make sure you put Vaseline on that, because it is going to burn if you get in there without anything on it. So and that's usually provided as well, some kind of Neosporin or Vaseline, just to give you a little bit of protection from all that salt. And also, all the ones that I've been to have had like a little float thingy for your neck, or it goes like right around your head. So I would suggest using that just because for me anyways, it kind of gives me like comfort in case I do fall asleep. You know, my head's not going to go below the water, which is not anyway because all the salt that's in there. But just something to think about. And also I just feel like it kind of helps me stay more level too, and keeps, you know, my neck from being in a weird position. And then, you know, for me personally, I do like turning the lights off and listening to music. Just something that's kind of relaxing and soothing. Nothing that has any voice in it, just kind of like, you know, celestial, right? I think one time I did listen to classical music too, but you know, just something to relax you, because that's the whole point of this experience, is to de-stress, decompress, and give your body a chance to you know, do some detoxification. Which it will, from all the magnesium that you know it takes up. You have that transdermal magnesium uptake that's going on, so your body will definitely thank you afterwards. Now, I think they also do make two-person ones as well. I have never actually gone with anybody else, but that is something, if you have a partner or something like that that you want to go with. You know, feel free to try that out. You know, it might be better for somebody who has problem, you know, being in an enclosed space by themselves for a long period of time, because you know most of these are for like an hour-long session, so it is a little bit of time to be by yourselves. And to book one is really quite simple. I just go on the website of, you know, the spa or whatever. I can just sign up. It reserves my room. You reserve a time, and voila. You just show up, and I show up, you know, 5 or 10 minutes early. If you're brand new, I would probably suggest getting there about 15 minutes early. Like I said, if you want, you can bring a bathing suit. You don't have to wear one. It's optional. It's up to you. I will say, like, with all the saltness in there, it kind of gets like a little almost slimy. You know, when it gets on your skin and it starts to dry. So don't be alarmed about that. That's just perfectly normal. Now, the benefits that I've seen from this have been, you know, anxiety relief, joint pain relief, increased energy levels, like better range of motion. You know, I've been able to start working out again. I've had fewer heart palpitations, and you know, I think some of this is more of a combined or synergistic effect with some of the other stuff I'm doing, but this has definitely been beneficial. I will say the last time I went though, I did have a little bit of a laxative effect because of how much magnesium I was already taking, so just, you know, forewarning, if you're taking a bunch of magnesium and you go do this at the same time, it might have a little bit of a laxative effect. Mine wasn't, you know, super severe, but you know, it was enough where I had to back off the magnesium for a little bit. So also I think it could have just been, you know, my body detoxifying a little bit. So anyways, I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me get the word out about celiac disease, Lyme, and alpha-gal. I don't know if you're like me, but I was really struggling with my health a few years ago, and really wish there was more people spreading the word about it, and was really surprised at how little there was out there about this stuff. Also, make sure to check out the videos of my celiac disease symptoms in detail, just so that you guys can learn a little bit more about me and get to know me better. Also, feel free to give me a follow on Instagram at celiactrain. Anyways, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.